Hey guys, so today I have the second part of my empties, which is my skincare empties, and I do have quite a bit going on here. So I'm going to try to get through this as quick as I can because I don't want this to be an hour-long video, and Oliver took forever to go down for his nap today. So I need to make sure I can get through this with the amount of daytime left, and we're doing Christmas Eve with my dad today, so I've got to get through this pretty quick. So I'm not going to organize this. I'm just going to take it out as I see it. I would like to organize it in category, but I don't think I have enough time to do that. So let's start with what we got on top. So I've got a couple of like masky type things, like things that come in individual packets that I'm pulling off right from the top that I could find. So first of all, I've got one of these Andalou Naturals Instant Hydration 1000 Roses Soothing Sheet Masks. I generally don't really like sheet masks. I don't find that they do much, and it's the same with kind of these like Andalou Natural things. I bought one of those Andalou Naturals pods and I really didn't like it. And then I bought a couple of these as sort of like to fill a Vitacost order, and I don't really like these that much either. I do got 3 left because they came in like a 2-for-1 pack. I didn't realize that there were 2 in each pack. So yeah, so I've got 3 of these to use up, but I don't think I would buy those again. I would rather use like a regular moisturizing mask, like the Kahina mask or like the Naturallogic Luna or something like that. So then I've got a couple of these 100% Pure Bright Eyes. I've got one that dried up. I didn't even get to use it because it dried up. I don't know how old it was. It might have just been, it says it expires in 2018, so I don't know. Maybe there was a hole in it or something. But there's no more water in here. And then I did actually use 1-Ups. I don't mind these. I do find that they're kind of expensive. I do like to use the Honest Hazel ones because I do find those to be a little bit cheaper. But I do have a few more of those 100% pure ones kicking around, and I would probably buy them again if I could find them on like a really good deal. But I think $30 or whatever, I think it's $27 or $29 for 5 of them just seems kind of excessive when you can get like 10 Honest Hazel ones for like 36 bucks. So then I've got some of these makeup remover wipes and oil-free face cleanser wipes from La Fresh. I've got 3 of each. I do the makeup remover first, and then I will use the oil-free face cleanser. I like to use these on days or nights when I need to take my makeup off, but I don't have or want to take half an hour to do it. So that's when I will use these. I bought these on Black Friday, I think like 3 years ago now, and I still have a bunch kicking around. So I don't use these that often. I prefer to wash my face or use like an oil cleanser or something like that, but sometimes I'm just so tired, I don't care, that I will use these. So they work really well. These are like the only like wipe that I actually like to use. They're biodegradable and compostable. The ingredients are pretty good. The oil-free face cleansers do have phenoxyethanol and fragrance, but it says it's natural. But the rest of the ingredients are actually pretty good, and I think I like these better than any face like wipe that I've ever used. And I don't really like face wipes either. 1, because I find them really like unnecessary, and 2, they're just like really wasteful. So I tend to keep away from those things when I can, but I do like those ones when I do want to use like a face wipe to cleanse my face. I'm throwing away this Tata Harper kit. I've had this way too long. I think I picked this up at the very first Indie Beauty Expo in New York in like 2015, and the things in here are just old. Like I went to go use it, but then like the Hydrosol, the hydrating floral essence is like a deep dark brown color, and it's not supposed to be that color, so to be safe, I'm just throwing the whole thing away. Okay, so maybe I will do these in categories if I can find everything in the same category within a short amount of time without having to search for too much stuff. I am also throwing away these Acure coconut and argan oil wipes. They've started to smell kind of bad. Yeah, I don't really like, again, I don't like face wipes for that reason. They go bad pretty quickly, and I just don't, they like burn my face a lot. I don't think there was anything in here that necessarily burned my face, but I was using these for like swatches and things like that. But there's like half the pack left, and it's just started to smell kind of nasty. So speaking of Honest Hazel, I did have one of those in here. I don't get to use these that often just because I like to put them in the fridge and I don't always think about it. And then I just forego them. So I do have one pack in here. I do have a bunch more. So I do like to use those on occasion when I can find the time. Okay, so I've got some cleansers. I did organize everything because that's just how my brain works. I need to organize things. So I've got some cleansers. I've used up all of these cleansers since my last Empties video. So I've got the Fit Glow Vita Active Cleanser. I got this a while ago actually, and I don't know if it's the same formula as the one that she has now. But this to me was just an okay cleanser. It's not something that I would purchase on my own. I did receive a sample of it and she sent me like a package a long time ago. But the cleanser to me is just okay. It wasn't like my favorite, and even this like tiny size, I had to like force myself to use this up because I didn't want to waste it. It gave like a nice lather. It wasn't stripping that I can remember, but it just wasn't, to me, anything special. Then I have the Vapor Clarity Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil. I did really like this. I think there might be some still in here because I think it started to smell kind of funny. And again, like I have so many cleansers, like it takes me a long time to use or to like get to things. But I did enjoy this, but if it went bad as quickly as it did, I probably wouldn't pick that up. Plus I have a lot of oil cleansers that I really, really like anyway. This was the Bottega Organica Cleansing Face Oil. This came in one of the this came in one of the Beauty Heroes boxes, or the Bottega Organica Beauty Heroes box, and I talked about in my last Empties video how I wasn't really a fan of Bottega Organica. I just think they're kind of overpriced, and I don't like the products that I've tried. That was an okay cleansing oil, but again, it's not something that I would buy. Here's the Teri Miyahira Green Tea Detox Gel Cleanser. It was like a nice cleanser. Again, I just was sort of like forcing myself to use this because I don't like to waste things. But I wouldn't buy this on my own. I think the Teri Miyahira products, it's like, I don't know how she prices her products out, but like the retail value of this, or like a full size of it, was like $78 or something crazy, which is, it's a lot to spend on a cleanser. So for that reason, I wouldn't buy it. But here's one that I did like and did rebuy. So this one's the Osea Ocean Cleanser. I finished up the 1 ounce bottle, and I really, really, really enjoy this cleanser. It's very, they've got 3 different formulas. There's the Ocean Cleanser, they have like a milky cleanser, and then there's one for like acne prone skin. It's like the Mud Cleansing something, I think it is. I have both this and the Mud Cleanser. I really like both, but this one is great for like all skin types. It's not drying, it's not stripping, it's kind of moisturizing. I actually included it in my winter hydration picks because it is like a very moisturizing cleanser. It smells really good, it works really well, so I really like that enough to buy the full size of it. I really enjoy all of the Osea products actually, which is another review that you'll see in 2018. Hopefully more of the beginning of 2018, because I've been using their products for quite a while now, and I really, really enjoy them. So now we have sort of like toners and witch hazels and things like that. So again, I'll talk about the Osea one. I have the Sea Minerals Mist. This was the green one. There's also a red one, which I forget the name of it. I did also buy a full size of this, and I do have a full size of the red one as well. I love both. They both, you know, hydrate my skin really nicely. They smell really good. I just love the ingredients in them. So again, that was another like rebuy for me because I really, really enjoyed it. Both of those Osea products I got in a Petit Vour box, and it took me a while to use them. I was just kind of like, oh, like they'll just be okay. I don't know why I didn't try them sooner, but like once I tried them, I was totally obsessed. So I really love both of those. This was the Hannah Organic Gentle Toner. This was okay. It has glycerin in it, so it's a little bit sticky. I find that I don't necessarily love toners that have glycerin in them just because they kind of make my face sticky. My eyelids get sticky. I think there's like 1 or 2 that I actually enjoy using that do have glycerin, but for the most part, I tend to like not really enjoy those formulas. So this wouldn't be one that I rebuy, but it was okay to use while I had it. This is the Thayer's Witch Hazel in Rose Petal. I really love the Thayer's. That's like the only brand of witch hazel I buy, or it is the only brand of witch hazel I buy. I use this to remove excess makeup, eye makeup, eyeliner, things like that. So after I've cleansed my face, I will go over a cotton pad soaked in this over my face just to make sure I've removed all makeup. I've been through countless bottles of this now. We have the unscented one right now, but the Rose Petal I think is our favorite. We both use it, my husband and I. So here are 3 that I really, really like. I've got the Cocoa Kind Organic Rosewater Facial Toner. I do have a second bottle of this in the glass bottle. They sent me this one originally, and then I did rebuy a second bottle of it because I did enjoy it. I've been using the Heritage Rosewater Spray forever, but I think I prefer this to that. So I think once I run out of the Heritage spray, I will only buy this from now on because it smells Much better. It's organic. It is a smaller bottle, but I don't use it that often. I tend to use it to like set my makeup or just to like refresh throughout the day. So I do like that, the Cocoa Kind one. I also ran out of the Mahalo Heart of Summer. Oh, I love this. I was sort of unsure about it in the beginning because the mist was kind of like funky on it, but I think that resolved itself like over the time that I used this, because the mist started to be, it was a little bit better towards the end of the bottle, so I don't know, maybe it was like stuck or something. But the scent I was unsure of, the feeling of it I was unsure of, but as I started to use this bottle, I just like fell more and more in love with it. It was super hydrating. It made my skin glow. Like, I just love this stuff. And unfortunately, it was a limited edition for summer, so I can only hope that she brings this back next summer, because I was obsessed with this. I would buy like countless bottles of this. It was so good. But this one is sort of like the one that I use in replacement of that one, and it's what I was using before the Heart of Summer, and now what I've sort of gone back to. The Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator, I really love this as well. It's sort of like a staple. I've gone through a couple of travel sizes of these. This one was a full size. I've got a couple more travel sizes and a full size. I just like will always have this stuff around because it is like amazing at hydrating the skin. It makes the skin feel so nice. And it doesn't have hyaluronic acid, which this one did have hyaluronic acid in it. This one is just mainly like oils and herbs and things like that, which is what makes this one so hydrating, is the oils. But this one had the hyaluronic acid, which I love hyaluronic acid in products, so I'm a hyaluronic acid like fiend. But I love both of those. I would rebuy both of those. So here's some sort of like moisturizing products, I guess. No, these are just like random things. This was the Hannah Organic Luxe Serum. This was okay. It's the Hannah line is sort of like the Keri Gran line, except I think the Hannah line is a little bit more affordable than Keri Gran. It's sort of like back to basics skincare, where it's like very minimal ingredients, but like effective at if you've got sort of like normal skin. I do like the products, but they're not ones that I would rebuy on my own, except for one, which I actually have an empty of here, and I'll talk about it in a little bit. But the Luxe Serum was nice. I think the full size of it is like $60, and it did, Hannah Organic Skincare was featured in a Pearlesque box this year, and actually do still have that box. I need to like declutter it, because I've tried all those products and I do like them, but I want somebody else to experience them. So I actually have the whole Pearlesque box still from that month that I just need to pass along to somebody. But a couple, okay, so here's a like sort of moisturizing thing. I've got the Iuna Cream. This is just the original cream, not cream 2, so this is like the lighter version. I love this. I love the Iuna products. They were like a fabulous find for this year. They were featured in Beauty Heroes. I've met Begonia, the owner. I love the line. They're so luxurious and highly effective, and they're great when you just want like super simple but effective skincare. You use the soap, you use the cream, and you're done. I did that for 3 weeks straight. My skin like looked amazing. It didn't even need any hydrosols or anything like that. It felt really great. Aside from the whole acne thing, I do still break out a lot, and it's related to like diet and hormones and like sleep and so many different things. My acne is just like, I can't get a handle on it no matter what I do. So I did use a spot treatment when I was using the Iuna line, as I talked about in that review. And here it is, actually, the Uma Spot Treatment. I love this stuff. I'm on my second bottle of it. It just works so much better than any spot treatment I've ever tried. I love it. And it's expensive. It's $55, and it goes pretty quick, especially if you have pretty acne prone skin like I do. I use it morning and night. I use it like all over my face. Like right now I've got, let's see, I've got some stuff like over here that I would use it on my forehead, over here. So I do use it a lot, which is why I go through it so quickly. But honestly, I can justify the price because it works for me. Another sort of like spot treatment-y thing that I did try was, this was like I talked about this in a recent Get Ready With Me. It's from Naturallogic. It's her hyaluronic acid spot treatment, sort of, but I kind of use it as like an all-over face serum. She says you can use it either way. You can use it as a spot treatment or a face serum. I like, because it's got hyaluronic acids in it, so I like to have it like all over my face. But I do really find that the Naturallogic Balance line and that product work really well for my acne as well. So I did really like that. I do have the bottle that I'm testing out again, and she did send me recently her spot treatment, so I'm going to try that. And I actually hope it works better than the Uma, because hers is more affordable than the Uma one. So I've got some things that I'm throwing away. Just because I've had them around too long for various reasons and things. I've got the Juice Beauty Green Apple Brightening SPF Moisturizer. Honestly, I got this in a Petit Vour box. Petit Vour features the Green Apple line from Juice Beauty quite a lot. And I've got a couple of other things I actually want to declutter. I think it's like the cleanser and the hand cream, because those are just things I'm not going to use, and I'd rather they not go to waste. I wanted to use this one, but then I just didn't. So, and it's like been open for over a year now, I think. I don't know if there's an expiration date on it. Oh, actually 2016, so I've had this quite a while. So I'm just getting rid of that. I'm also getting rid of the Root Science RS Bright. This is not the one that came in the recent Art of Organics box. That is my newer bottle, and it's actually been through a reformulation since I've had this bottle. When I used this one, I didn't necessarily enjoy it. It was just sort of like, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of oils around the eyes anyway. There are a couple of formulas that I've tried that I do actually enjoy using, but for the most part I don't. I like to use creams, I like to use serums, things like that. So I'm throwing the old one away because I've had this one at least 2 years, and I've got the new one that I actually enjoy better. So whatever it is that they've done to the formula since they originally launched it, I enjoy it much more. So there's that. I've also got the Kahina Prickly Pear Seed Oil. I bought this again like 2 years ago at the very first Indie Beauty Expo. I think I got through about half of it. And I was adding it to like other serums and oils and things like that, but I didn't get through it, and then it sort of just started to smell funny. I'm throwing away the Keri Gran Lip Whip. This was the Tinted Peppermint. I did not know that every shade of the Keri Gran Lip Whips, except for the untinted ones, contain Carmine. So yeah, I'm throwing this away, because I mean, I enjoyed it until I found out that there was bugs in it. So I'm throwing that away. I did get the Jolie, or was it Jolene? I forget what it is, in the recent Keri Gran box, but I actually didn't use it. I hadn't touched it yet, so I do need to sort of declutter that one so somebody else can use it who doesn't mind, you know, bugs in their lip products. But I do. And then I'm also getting rid of these two samples from Leilani. It's the Champagne Serum and the Aloha Ambrosia Elixir. I have like barely anything left in each one of these, but I've got full sizes of both, so I need to just cut using the samples and just get to the full sizes. Plus I've had the samples around for a little bit. Yeah, the Champagne Serum smells a little funny, but the Aloha Ambrosia doesn't smell too bad, but there's not very much in here, so I don't feel too bad throwing those away. But yeah, so I've got some makeup, and then we'll save my favorite category for last. I'm throwing away a couple of mascaras. I didn't finish either one of these. I like never finish a mascara. I don't think I've ever fully used up a mascara. But these were both really old. I'd opened these before Oliver was born. This one I used almost 2 years. This one's the 100% Pure Maracuja in Blackberry. It's the purple mascara. I love this formula. It still doesn't even smell bad. And like I keep using it because the formula still is nice. It doesn't smell bad, but I figure almost 2 years is kind of pushing it. Like I never had any eye irritation or anything like that, so that's why I kept using it. But I'm getting rid of it because I've just got so many other mascaras that I want to test and review. But this is like my favorite formula of like all time, basically. I have a full size of this in black that I haven't opened yet, but I would rebuy that formula. I really, really enjoy it. And then I also have the Zuzu Luxe in Onyx, which is just the black. Again, I've had this one open a while. It doesn't smell bad. But again, I just have other mascaras that I want to test and like review. So I'm just finally going to throw it away. So then I've got the Zuzu Luxe Dual Powder Foundation Refill in D7. This is one of my favorite foundations, though I think the color is kind of off on me right now. It seems kind of light. It's like almost like I bought the wrong color foundation, but I know I didn't. So I've been using mostly the Modern Minerals one. It's what I'm wearing right now, but it's like the only foundation that I've been wearing for the last few months just because this one makes me look really pale. So I'm hoping that this one, I don't know, like over the winter, like the shade matches me better again, but for now I'm just using the Modern Minerals, but I do really love that foundation. I've gone through multiple pans of it. I've talked about it a ton. Then I'm also throwing away this All Natural Face Magic Vegan Eyeshadow Primer. I think I've had this around 3 years. It was just time to started to smell a little bit, like maybe a little bit funny, but for the most part, it's still mostly full because I don't use that much. I don't wear eyeshadow. I mean, I'm starting to wear eyeshadow a lot. I am wearing some today, sort of like holiday makeup because I'm going to my dad's for Christmas later on this afternoon, or evening, I guess. I did overdo my brows a little bit. This is the Plume in Cinnamon Cashmere. Like this one, I just like went like all out on, and then this one I was just like, okay, well I have to match it. So I feel like my brows they're a little like, they're like out there today, but anyway, that's not what that was about. But I did buy a backup, or I did buy a replacement for that because that is my favorite eyeshadow primer. I know people's opinions are differing on it, but I really like it. It works for me. You just have to sort of get like the consistency or like the amount that you put on your lid correct, because if you put too much or too little, it doesn't work. You just have to sort of have like you have to figure out what the right amount is, and for me it's like 2 tiny swipes blended all over the lid, and then I don't have any issues with creasing. So my last category here is like face scrubs and masks, and you guys know that I love my face scrubs and I love my mask, and I actually have a lot here today. So most of these are actually empty. I did actually go through a lot of face masks and scrubs. There are a couple of things here that I'm throwing away just because I'm not liking them, they dried out on me, things like that. So let's do scrubs first. We'll save the face masks for last. So the first one was like a secret scrub. I think I talked about this in my last empties, but I had another jar of a secret scrub that I hopefully will get to tell you about soon. It's like killing me inside. It's another thing that I've been working on with a brand that I really love. That hopefully will come to fruition early next year, but we'll see. But I love that. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. And then I also have the October Union's Hibiscus and Turmeric Honey Scrub. I really, really liked this. It's got honey, hibiscus flowers, turmeric powder, orange peel, ginger root, myrrh, and frankincense. I really, really enjoy this. I bought this, and then I bought like some sort of like rose honey cleanser, which is just rose petals, honey, and then frankincense. I really like that as well, but I would rebuy this. I got this on Etsy. It was like an Etsy shop I just randomly found, but I really enjoyed it. It was a really great sort of like scrub, moisturizing, felt really nice. That's not a scrub. This is the scrub. But then I have the Hannah Organic Lavender Grains. This is the one product from Hannah that I would rebuy because I do like this kind of product. It's like you can use it as a cleanser, you can use it as a mask, you can use it as an exfoliator depending on like how much water you use and how long you leave it on your skin. But it's like the one product that I really, really enjoy from the entire line that I think is sort of like the most unique product from the line. The rest are sort of like I was saying, it's like the Keri Gran. It's sort of like back to basics, essential skincare, things like that. So I do like the lavender grains. I would rebuy that. And then I also have the Joss Rosebrook Active Enzyme Exfoliator. Now, I do like this, but I don't know that I would rebuy it. I went through it really quickly. It smells really good, kind of like fennel. But I don't think that I like it over like my Salis or, you know, so a couple of other scrubs. I think the full size, which is what this is, this one was sent to me, but I think it retails for like 60 bucks. And it's only like 1.5 ounces, which isn't very much product in my opinion for that much money. I mean, I like it, but I don't think I liked it enough to rebuy it. Would I accept another jar of it? Sure, but I don't know about rebuying it myself. So I like it, but it's, I mean, I don't know. I didn't have an issue with like the walnut shells in it or anything. It felt nice on my skin, but I don't know. It wasn't like a favorite. It didn't like stand out to me in any way. It wasn't, I didn't like get in the shower and was like, oh, I can't wait to use my Joss Rosebrook Active Enzyme Exfoliant. I never had that sort of feeling. I like to feel that way about my skincare too. I like to like feel excited about it and like want to use it. And I think I said like about 70 times in the last 5 minutes. I'll try not to say that again. So I have a couple of masks that I am throwing away because I've had them around for way too long and it's time. I've got the White and Elm Strawberry and White Willow Bark Brightening Mask. I did really, really like this, and I was trying, even though I've had this for a long time, I think I reviewed this like 3 years ago, I was trying to get through it, but I was just like, no, it's probably not even working anymore. I did get through more than half of it. Still smells decent, but I would rebuy this again once I like pare down all of my masks. So it's like once I use a bunch, I would rebuy that one because I did really like it for brightening. It was really like skin softening and smoothing and soothing, and it was like brightening, and it's really affordable for the ingredients that are in it. This one was sort of the same. It's like it is the Thesis Firming and Revitalizing Treatment Super Berry Face Mask with Pomegranate and Acerola. This one just got hard on me. So this, I think, I do have another Thesis mask that's like chocolate that's in better shape than this one, but maybe it's the berries in here were just like, it just like did not, I don't know. It's got pomegranate juice, kaolin, pink, Australian pink, clay, I'm guessing, Moroccan Razul, and zeolite, organic acerola berry. So I don't know, I would probably buy this again to like try it out more because I didn't really get that many uses out of it before it started to, it went bad. But again, I want to pare down my mask collection before I like rebuy any that I did really like. But I did like those, and I liked this one for the most part from what I remember, because I think it was kind of like the White and Elm one. So maybe I would buy this one first over the White and Elm one. I don't really know. I don't know. And then the Uma, so I've got all 3 of the Uma masks here. Now, I really want to love these, but these are so hard to love. They go off. They all dried out on me. I don't think I got through any one of them. I did clean out the Deeply Clarifying and the Ultimate Brightening, but I didn't clean out the Absolute Anti-Aging. They just dry out way too quickly for how expensive they are. The full size is $70, and I cannot see anybody getting through an entire full size before it dries out, even if it's like the only face mask you use. They dry out in less amount of time than they actually say that they're good for. I think the shelf life on them is like 9 months, but they dried out way sooner than that. I did like the Ultimate Brightening one. That would be the only one that I would reconsider rebuying. But I would buy these tiny sizes. I think they sell these tiny sizes for like $28 on the website, but I would never buy a full size. It's just, it doesn't make any sense because they dry out too fast. I know some people have had issues with mold. I didn't. So yeah, of the 3, the Ultimate Brightening was my favorite. I didn't really like the Anti-Aging, and the Deeply Clarifying was just sort of okay. But again, I probably wouldn't rebuy any of those, really. They're not like high up on my wish list, but if I were to, I would buy the small travel sizes because you could definitely get through a travel size easily enough and not waste all the product in like the full size. Okay, so now I have some masks that I used up. So I've got a couple of these Osea Red Algae Mask samples. They send these in like every order that I place, it seems like. I thought I had a 3rd one, but I guess not. But I did buy a full size of this. I really like it. It's great for acne. It's great for like clarifying the skin and things like that. I do actually have all 3 masks. Well, one is like a Christmas present. My husband just bought me some stuff from Osea for Christmas. But I do have the Red Algae Mask and the White Algae Mask. And I know I'll be getting the Black Algae Mask for Christmas. So I do really, really love the Osea skincare line. I think that they're like really great for acne too. I've had success with them. So again, like I'll be talking about them more next year. So I got a couple more masks. I've got the label is all worn off on this, but this is the very original, this was the original bean. This is the one that came in the You Are Loved promotion last year. I loved it. I love it even more now. It's more potent and effective and has a better preservative system than it did originally. I did have to stick this in the fridge because it kept molding on me, but once I stuck it in the fridge, that wasn't an issue. And I haven't had a molding issue with the new bean, and I've kept it out of the fridge, so I don't know. I feel like I've heard some people have had a molding issue with the new ones, but I'm not exactly sure. It might, I feel like if that has happened, it might be like a water contamination issue, because I've never had an issue with molding, and I've had mine quite a while. But anyway, I loved the original version. I finally used it up because it was sitting in my fridge, and then I got the new one, and then I just wanted to use the new one. So, but then I finally just, you know, stuck out the old one and used it up. So that one is done. I've got the Old Orchard No. 5 Passion Fruit and Hibiscus Pebble Mask. This was the old packaging. She has repackaged, and it comes in a bigger jar now, which is great because I love this mask. I think I did send a sample or two of this around, but for the most part I did use this up entirely by myself because I love it that much. So yeah, I do also want to redo my Old Orchard review because she did send me all of her new products in the new packaging. So that's something that I will be putting together again early next year or sometime next year, hopefully. And then I've got two masks by Leilani. These ones were finished up recently. I've got the Mermaid Mask and the Melly Glow. I have backups of both of these. I really, really love them. They're both great honey-based masks. One is like more fruit-based, and the other one is like spirulina and chlorella and like other like amazing green green things. Oh, the jars still smell really amazing. And I just love the Leilani packaging too. Just the frosted glass and the, I love both of those. So, while I was really sad to use these up, I do have full sizes of them, or I do have backups of these. So that is everything in my skincare, and I need to go because my son woke up and he's rolling around in bed and I don't want him to fall off the bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed. So I will see you guys next year. I plan on doing a declutter very early in the year. And then I will be, like I said in my other video, I'll be doing empties monthly because I want to sort of like see how much I'm using and the value that I'm using up every single month. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.